What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol TWOH for Two Hands Corp. On the left-hand side, we are looking at the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First thing I need to point out is that this literally is the definition of a penny stock here, trading at 005 just about, so please be aware that this will be subject to some moves that aren't just technical, right? If you get a large order coming through, it can move price around, so please, again, be aware of that. The best way to manage risk in a trade like this is to simply position the trade for zero. So pretend it's going to go to zero. If you don't care about that amount of money, then maybe you throw it on there with no stop loss. But if you do decide to do it with a meaningful amount, definitely manage your risk with a stop in something like this. As soon as volume starts to dry up, if it starts drying up, and for now, it's actually rather impressive, the fact that we got a spike here, and it's starting to spike again on this move higher. So I'm not saying it's going to, but please keep an eye on it. If it does start to dry up, I would imagine this rolls over and starts to move lower. So noting some obvious areas of support and resistance from the daily time frame, I first want to point out this shelf in here. Prior resistance might be support if we look at what happened here, and not really, right? You can see not a whole lot of support in this general area at 0034, we'll call it. To the upside, what else are we seeing? Certainly, zooming out in here, I actually want to point this out as a zone. So doing something like this wick, and if we could get the click, there we go, and drawing the box like this. Why did we draw that box? Well, because we had wick and then support up here. So it is a technical sort of zone, if you will. And also today's wick kind of topped out right in there as well. Zooming in and on this spike to see what potential upside targets could be, flipping the tool back to the price level, I would argue it has to be in here around 008. So looking at today's price action and sort of looking at it through the lens of the 30-minute perspective, there's two exercises I want to do, then we'll wrap it up here on this name. For now, going from low of the move to the high of the move there, you can see that we spent the majority of the day, or all of the day really, consolidating above the 61.8, which is generally bullish as long as you don't start getting candle closes underneath and starting to dribble lower. See, we did recapture that very quickly after that red candle close right here. That's generally seen as healthy, and especially given the backdrop of coming all the way from 002 up to 004 over, doubling in price there, a 100% winner. Let's go ahead and do the same exercise now and just note what happened from the daily perspective, right? So coming in from the low at that 002, just about 0019, up to the high, what you'll remember is, of course, that 61.8 was kind of smack in this zone right here. We'll turn that on as just a price level. So we're still consolidating from the daily perspective well above the 38.2, right? So all of this strikes me as rather healthy, especially given that this is such a cheap stock and there's relatively low volume in it, compared to the notional value. If we just think about this, right? So today's volume was 650 million shares. Let's call it benefit of the doubt up here at 005. That's hardly $3 million of literal value changing hands. So again, please be aware, that this could be subject to some push and pull, some nefarious forces just based on orders moving price around. So if you enjoyed today's video, learned anything new, got some targets out of it, let me know down below in the comments section or by simply giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, we wish you a green trading week.